Howdy, friends. It's been a while. I thought I'd throw you out a quick video just to let you all know what's been going on. Um, and so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you know what's going on pretty briefly. And don't ask me a lot of questions in the video. Not right yet anyway. I'm just kind of dealing with a lot of stuff, and I can't answer like 300 questions right now. So I'm just sending you a message. You can give me a thumbs up or a pair of lips in the comments if you like. Anyways, to get to the point, what's going on? I, I, I obviously have this cancer tumor here, and due to the extreme pain of my pelvis, my hip, my back, I've been unable to even, I've been crawling on my hands and knees to get to the shower and to the refrigerator. It's been really quite hellish for my body. My mind has been able to keep cheerful through it all. But the issue was this, is once they started the chemo and radiation for this, it was going to cause weakness in other areas, and vulnerabilities. So they were really doing a lot of testing and being careful and figuring out exactly what the right approach is. And I agree with them that with their approach, it seems very, very wise to me. That meaning all the doctors and people in charge of what's going on with me here, the good stuff. They've decided, with my support, I think it's totally
Time is 2:30 p.m.
good wisdom. They want to stabilize my hip pelvis femur before proceeding, and that's what's been done. So now, just in case anyone's not familiar, what's going on is I have a very large tumor like this in my pelvis, and it's eaten away through the pelvis. And it's also a big hole in that big round part of the pelvis that you see. It looks like the back of a work belt on the skeleton model. Well, anyways, it's got a big hole eaten through that, and where the socket, the ball and socket are, the socket is the part that's on the pelvis, the ball is on the part that's on the femur. Well, that was all riddled with cancer in there too. So that needed to be addressed. And then, if that wasn't enough, like on top of the femur, there was another, or part of, or I guess it's another large tumor. It had eaten its way into and right into the top of the femur, and and causing tremendous weakness and pain. And to be honest with you, I'm really amazed, really truly amazed that it wasn't just a simple like injury, because I've lived with these kind of pains my whole damn life, working construction and stuff. But whatever, it obviously is not just pain from like a construction pulled muscle. It's obviously cancer related. I just kind of got to accept the fact that's just what it is. So what the doctors have done is the first part of the procedure, once they finally decided what was the best course of action, was to insert, I guess I imagine, they didn't clearly tell me, but I imagine they must clean out the wound to some degree. Or maybe they don't, but whatever. I guess it's not important for me to know right now. I'm going to go with they clean it out, though. I'm going to go with they grind it out and clean it out and make rum, and they put a balloon in there. And then what they do, in one way or another, there's several different ways it could be done. I just simply don't know at this time which way they did it. And by which way they did it, I mean they could put it in the balloon or balloons in so that the ends were coming out and could be tied off, or they could be put in so that they come out and it gets like a turtleneck around the femur or something. And in any event, I don't know. They fill they put the balloon or balloons in to the area that's missing bone. You see, the pelvis was so badly deteriorated that they were worried that it was going to snap off. Like it was just about ready to snap off. The only thing that kept me from snapping it off is my dislike of pain. So that's my neighbor. So because
In the bathroom.
I didn't care for pain, I did not hurt my back, and then
Edwin, I think he's in the bathroom with Margaret. I just was coming in there because I know he had his phone. He was
Hi.
waiting
Oh,
for
just
you.
checking that
busy
you're-
place, a lot of people with cancer in the world for sure. So
Okay. Oh, good. Dr. Choi's on the phone with him whenever he's ready.
so they put the balloon into the area
Sorry,
missing
Dr.
bone,
Choi is on the phone for you whenever you're ready, okay?
and what they do is they fill the balloon up with a plastic cement type of material, and what that does is it provides bone or a bone substitute where there should be bone. It's quite a simple but remarkable process that they do for me there. So now that has caused the pelvis to be repaired, and now my pelvis, has like substance to it. One doctor put it to me like this. He said, if I have a nurse here, he's howdy. He's a really awesome fellow. Anyways, he's going to let me talk while we're chatting here. So I'm telling my friends on YouTube what's going on with me.
Yeah.
And so now that my pelvis has substantial material, I'm going to probably eat in a couple hours. I have a small appetite tonight, thank you. So obviously now they can, have a place to screw things, wire things, do whatever they need to do for. Is this light here? You can just plug it in
Yeah.
there. You don't have to undo it all, sir. I love this guy. He's great. So that was the first part of the procedure once they figured out what they were going to do. And then the second part of the procedure is they oh my God, the aliens are here. Okay, so the second part of the procedure is they essentially did the same thing with a little extra work for the top of the femur. They
Did you just do the door or number two? Did you pee?
so they filled up the hole in my femur with this balloon and plastic cement type of stuff, making the bone solid again. A very ingenious idea again. And then they also added a carbon rod inside my thigh, and I'll show you as much as can be seen when my excellent nurse here is done with his probing. And I'm really so lucky that doctors and nurses and everyone has been so really wonderful to me here. I really don't have a complaint in the world, I mean, little things happen, like me and this guy here fight a lot. But seriously, little tiny things happen, but thanks to the good lessons I've learned in life, I've able to kind of put things to bed quickly and make little problems disappear instead of keeping them dragged out and stuff. So I'm gonna, let me see, I guess I should try to turn the camera around. That will be easier. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Okay, why isn't my phone giving me an option to turn around? I'm just trying to find the menu to turn the phone around. Okay, I guess I can't do that. So I'm covered up. There's nothing personal showing here. But for my knee, they put a carbon fiber rod right up all the way into my hip there. So that's quite a thing to get used to. 7. So now that my hip and my femur and my pelvis are all strengthened, doctors feel that I can put full weight on it, limited only by my pain experience with it, that I can now start moving. And in a few days, just a few days, they're going to start treating this here. I'll shave if they want and need me to. The only reason I haven't shaved is because it was too painful to. It was to walk out to the shower with crutches and to get into the shower and then to use the toilet, and it was just like so painful. It wasn't worth shaving. It wasn't worth eating sometimes because of the pain was so incredible from my hip and area. So now what's going on is I'm obviously healing from yesterday's surgery with the balloons I just described to you, everybody. And next I will be undergoing the radiation and chemo. And what they're going to do is they're going to start with the radiation. I believe the radiation is every day and chemo is once a week, or the opposite. I forget which. You don't need to look it up and tell me. I'll see it in my doctor's orders. There's like really no need for unnecessary typing. So, and they're also able, now that I'm not going to be crippled for all this procedures, they're able to delay giving treatment to my hip and pelvis area until 2 weeks, which is what they like to do. So I can start getting treatment here and in other parts of my body that may or may not be found to have cancers, while giving my recent operations a chance to rest. So I think I said that clearly. I'm able to get radiation and chemotherapy here without getting it. I mean, obviously the chemotherapy will go to my hip and pelvis, but they're able to not put the radiation on the hip and pelvis until it's ready, which will be about 2 weeks from after the operation. And that way it can develop strength. So we're in the last minute of this video. This will be 15 minutes. I could do a longer video, but I'm tired. I'm drugged up. Everything's good. And this is not the time to ask me questions. This is not that I'm not going to answer you if you ask me questions and type a bunch of stuff to me. You know, I might even turn notifications off just because this is to inform you guys of what's going on. You've been patient waiting and stuff. And I'm looking forward to the treatment. I've remained cheerful through it all, thanks to all the religions of the world teaching me really wonderful stuff. I'll just throw a small note on. I appreciate everyone, you know, like religious folks offering prayers and stuff. But if I was offering prayers to like a Christian guy, I wouldn't be like, oh, Hare Krishna, in Krishna's name, may you be healed. Uh, that would be a stupid thing to say to a Christian, I think. Or, may Allah heal you, and heal, in Allah's name be healed. Why would I say that to a Christian guy? I enjoy all religions. I'm a Hindu guy. And, it's nice when somebody says, in Jesus' name, be healed, and all this stuff, but I tell you, it really sounds like and feels like it's coming from a place of like respect and wisdom and knowledge and intelligence when someone addresses someone in their own faith, like like Shree Krishna, you know. That's all we need to say. Praise Jesus, praise Krishna, in God's name and all of God's names, bless you. It's just a little kind of sweet and nice and thoughtful. It just kind of has it can have an ugly stink to it if it's not done pretty thoughtfully. So, I think part of it stems from, it's like all these people around the world are brothers and sisters in God, that nameless, formless God. But once we make an idol out of God, it's like the Krishna, the Buddha, the Jesus, the Isu, the deification.
Time is 2:45 p.m.
Maybe possibly the deification of Muhammad, which is, one thing that's pretty wise about the Islamics is they'll say no, God is not on earth, it's separate. Because once we do get this separate, it's like, how can we be brothers in God, seeking and loving and learning from God's knowledge and wisdom, and then be enemies in Jesus and Krishna and Ram and the Great Spirit of the. It's just so ridiculous to have this arrogance and pride in God's name, in my view. So, if you want to wish me something and you don't know how to say, that's understandable. We are Westerners here, and I can relate. But best thing is say, Jai Shree Krishna. Heal, brother. That's how, we say it anyway. And you don't have to say it. I'm not forcing you to say it. I'm not demanding it or strongly suggesting it, but I'm just sharing my view about it. And if you don't think that I love all of God's names, then you got a serious blindness problem, and I'll just give you my glasses here for a while. Anyways, enough said on that topic. But I appreciate all of you. I love everybody, and I hope this is, except for the last part, well, that too, I guess, but I hope it's been enlightening, caused some understanding. And I never thought I'd say this in my life, but I'm really looking forward to getting chemotherapy and radiation. I never thought I'd say that in my whole life. But I truly am looking forward to the experience and the experiences and what I've already gone through and what I have got coming up. So I don't know how long I'll leave this video up for. I'll probably take it down eventually. The purpose is to communicate with some friends, not really making a documentary for the year 2535, that kind of, in the year 2535. So anyways, my love to everybody. Thank you all for your interest and concern and love and respecting me needing some privacy, because it's difficult to answer 1,000 questions when you're not feeling well, and it's just I just know my limit, and I just gotta shut off when uh, when I'm down to my wire of where my limit is. So, I love you all. I'm sure I'll be hearing from a few of you, and that's fine. Don't feel like you can't comment. It's just, I might just observe and not react to the comments. Don't feel offended. It's okay. Soon enough I'll be videoing where I will interact with every comment once again. So thank you, and we'll catch you on the next significant round of changes. Love you, friends. Good night now. Peace.